Hi everyone, in today's video I decided to make some queries inside of Microsoft Sentinel. The reason I decided to make this video is because recently I've been working a lot inside of Microsoft Defender and it requires in-depth knowledge about custom query language, and I want to share that knowledge with you guys. So this is a short summary about Microsoft Sentinel. Microsoft Sentinel is an Azure data lake which collects logs from multiple of sources, and a source could be your Active Directory events, your firewall logs, your server logs, and anything that can be collected really. And what Microsoft Sentinel does is that it puts all the data into one single place where we can use custom query language to get the data that we want. And inside of Microsoft Defender XDR, we can use custom query language to investigate threats and create custom detection rules to detect threats. So having a good understanding about custom query language is extremely important. Now, since you have some basic understanding about custom query language, let's make some queries. Just a heads up to everyone, I'm in a demo environment which is accessible for everyone. So if you do want to work with Microsoft Sentinel, then just go to the link in the description. So the first thing we need to do is to enter the table name. In my case, it is app requests. And if we search for it, all the data that is inside of app requests will be returned to us. And now we can filter the data by using the where operator, and I use result code equals 200. And now we will return all the data that has a result code of 200. And we can narrow down the filtering by using another where operator, and then use name, has, let's say reports, and index. Now we will only return the data that has a result code of 200 and the name has a report index on it. Another thing we can do is we can try to find out which city accesses the reports index page the most. So that in that case we will need to use summarize count by client city. And this will return all the data that has a result code of 200. The name has reports index, and it will be shorted by the client city. And as you can see, it's accessed as much in Chicago, Des Moines, Quincy, and San Antonio. We can also use arrays inside of our queries, and we can do that by using first brackets, and then we can use 404. And then we can say where result code in 200 and 404. So now if we search for it, we should be getting all the data that has a 404 and then 200. And as you can see, we got the same result on everything done. The count is 288, 288, 288, 288, and 288. And what is great about variables is we can also create arrays by using pack, or let's say pack array, and then we can do 200 and 404, and then we can do in status code, and if we search for it, it will return all the 200 and 404 result code. And the last thing I need to mention to you guys is that we can also render charts by doing the following. So we can do, let's say, summarize first, count, and then we can do by, and then we can do, let's say, name as an example. And then what we can do is we can render a pie chart. And as you can see, it will render a pie chart for us and show us all the directory that is accessed the most. And this understanding custom query language is just amazing. It allows us to do so many useful things. And I highly recommend you guys learning it, especially if you're interested into SOC analysis. So yeah guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I see you guys next time.